All righty, folks. All right, folks. Chronic joint inflammation, whether driven by osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or post-traumatic injury, remains one of the most disabling conditions in modern life, especially when you get up there in age, a little bit older. All these things start to hurt. Everything hurts. To find out more, let's bring in the Chief Scientific Officer of the Wellness Company, good friend of mine, personal friend, Mr. Dr. Peter McCullough. Doc, really good to have you on. Tell us about chronic joint inflammation and what we can do and what specifically the Wellness Company can help us with.
Eric, you should know better than anyone, being a former pro athlete. And, as we get older, our joints get older, and invariably we get some joint pain, or sometimes I just think our joints feel old. Wellness Company was innovated with a product called TheraBlue, which contains multiple very, very innovative ingredients, including methylene blue, NAD, a peptide, a copper-based peptide that helps in joint repair, as well as multiple botanicals. And we encourage people to use it every day consistently, whether the joint hurts or not, to fundamentally change the natural history of this arthritis.
Doc, you're right. I have a massive joint problem, my right arm, from throwing all the wear and tear. Is it one of the things, do I have to have surgery, or is there hope for me?
It all depends, because certainly you need to see your orthopedist, and the MRIs have assisted greatly. I've run a marathon in every state in the country. I've got a lot of mileage on my legs and knees, and they just sometimes feel old. And I personally use the product every day consistently. And, it's a method of not just relieving pain, but also, we think improving the joints. And it's you really can't do that by taking pills, and surgeries can only go so far. So what's really going to carry us? TheraBlue.
TheraBlue. Interesting. Also, you mentioned peptides, and the reason why I asked this, Doc, if I'm not mistaken, the GLP-1 drugs are peptides. How is this different?
Well, these are short. This is a short peptide that fundamentally gets absorbed through the skin and then favorably influences repair of the proteins that make up cartilage and ligaments. So it's very different than a GLP-1 peptide. But, the Federal Trade Commission regulates them. They are safe for topical use. Wellness Company has a tremendous experience there, and the peptides are actually in a special, what's called aquasome, that allows the delivery into the skin. They're safe, and this is a giant advantage over just the topical pain relievers that people are used to. This fundamentally, we believe, changes arthritis and helps people heal and get better.
So Doc, one more question before I let you go. Methylene blue and TheraBlue. Tell us. They're popping up everywhere. Everyone's starting to talk about it. Just tell us what those are.
Well, methylene blue, we use it, and I'm a cardiologist. We use it in cardiology to kind of revive the cardiovascular system after heart transplant. It's used in carbon monoxide overdoses. It helps regenerate the mitochondria, the energy factories within cells. Well, we can actually use it topically to help rejuvenate the mitochondria in the cells. And some of these senescent cells in the joints, they need a boost, and they fundamentally help those cells get a metabolic boost.
All right, we got to let you go. Wellness Company, by the way, you can get 10% off if you mention Real America's Voice. Is that right?
That's right. Use your promo code, get 10% off. These make great stocking stuffers. And, Wellness Company, well supported by Real America's Voice and your audience. Thank you so much.
All right. Doc, really good having you on, my friend. We love having Dr. Peter McCullough, one of the premier doctors in America, on us with us. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.